We're on the verge of something exciting here at Newport. 3 more points, 1 more win. We're in the playoffs. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rodney Parade Newport, and if you're a first-time visitor, subscribe, watch, like and comment and help us to support research into chronic heart disease. And we are currently in 3rd place in the Sky Bet Championship, the best that it's ever been for Newport County, and even pushing Bournemouth for that 2nd spot. But today we can reach the playoffs, which would be the best season that Newport has ever had, and certainly something that I wasn't expecting when we began this season. And if you look at what the message that I just received, that Crystal Palace can continue their push for promotion and secure promotion to the Premier, but we can, if we beat Sunderland, we will qualify for the playoffs, and this is really exciting news. And this has happened since you were last here. It's only taken 1 more game to get to this position. You saw us beat Queen's Park Rangers by 2-1, and then we beat Blackburn away by 2-0. And we have now won 6 games without dropping a point, and that's put us in this remarkable position. Against Blackburn, we took a very early lead, Jensen Weir scoring in 2 minutes, but then they had Lenihan sent off, and we just were able to cruise the game from that point on without expending too much energy. Lewis scored from the penalty spot, and that's put us in this quite remarkable position. My major worry is around Charlie McNeil. What a great player he has been for us over the last 2 seasons, and we have to find a way to sign him, but 7.4 million. But we do have to find a way to get him into the side for next season. Bournemouth have refused to let him be reloaned, so really we need to be making some kind of an offer for him. We'll see what happens, but it will be very sad if he has to leave the club, and we won't be the same team without him. But looking at the schedule again, it's been a remarkable end of season run. This is probably down to endurance training, a lot of it at the early part of the season, and we've survived very, very nicely. Sunderland are in 21st position. This is a game we really, really should be winning, and we just need to stay where we are at Huddersfield. If we win, Huddersfield, who are away at Reading, even if they win, cannot catch us, and we will be guaranteed a playoff spot. This is absolutely unbelievable what is going on here at Newport. And I am just ready for this Sunderland game, and I think really now that it is time to get off to the match. My nerves are raw as meat in a butcher's window, and the team we have chosen for this crucial game is Rodgers in goal, Dehaney, Smith, Duzak and Lewis at the back, May, Williams and Weir in midfield, and Carey, Abraham and McNeil up front. And I just feel like I can't watch the game. We need a good start, and I hope that we can get a good start and go on and make it to the playoffs. At the beginning of the season, I never ever saw this happen, but we made some good signings, I think, and those signings have done very, very well. I'm thinking about Jensen Weir and Carey. They have been brilliant signings for us. But it's been a very quiet start to this game as Dehaney takes a throw and finds McNeil. And Dehaney, unfortunately, has given the ball away. It's a beautiful day here at Newport. We've got a big crowd in, and we're all expectant and all hopeful as Lewis looks for May. May looks inside for Weir, who finds Williams. And this is nice football, playing it about. Abraham, and Carey has made a burst into the penalty area, and it is 1-0 to Newport County, and the dream is alive. It's on the way, and that was just a simple pass and go move, a beautiful football by Newport. Williams found Lewis, Abraham in space, who fed Carey on the burst, and what a signing he has been. And that is another great goal for Carey. His movement has been something special, and that has put us up into second place now, ahead of Bournemouth. And I think as we come up to half-time, we're just going to come off the beat a little bit and slow down, relax, and that looks very suspiciously like it might be a red card for Sunderland. I think this usually happens in a red card, and it is. And Sunderland are now down to 10 men, and, well, boy, things are looking very, very good now. As Williams robs the boy in midfield. In fact, it comes out to Lewis. Lewis needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. And Duzak looks inside for Smith. We're playing it about beautifully, toying with Sunderland at the moment, and I'm just loving life as Newport County manager. The dream is alive. I never expected this. This is wonderful stuff as Duzak plays it forward, and Abraham picks up the loose ball. Abraham, though, driven wide, he finds Lewis. Lewis inside to May. May to Williams. Williams, he finds Duhaney on the right. Duhaney, can he get across it? No, he can't, but he finds Williams inside, back to Duhaney. Duhaney crosses now inside, and Carey has done it again. His second goal of the game, his 15th goal of the season, playing as a shadow striker. What a signing he has been. And it's now Newport 2, Sunderland 0, and I think really we should be putting this game to bed after half-time. Lovely ball inside, beautiful turn and pass by McNeil, and Carey just dispatches those without any bother at all. 2-0 Newport, and Bournemouth are losing to Cardiff at this point in time. There's a shock result going on down in there. So we are in second place, and I really don't believe this. Abraham picks up the loose ball. He looks for Lewis. Lewis tries to go down the left. He's prevented. Williams finds Carey. Carey into McNeil. McNeil to Abraham, and it's now 3-0. 3-0 before half-time. This now is game over. We have put Sunderland to bed. We have, unless there is a major disaster in the second half, I'm pretty certain now we have qualified for the playoffs, and Newport County have a chance at promotion. I mean, that will worry me a lot if we do get promoted. There would have to be big changes. And there's a free kick, and Duzak almost made it 4 just before half-time. But we'll take 3-0. I'm very happy with how they're playing, how they're responding to the pressure they must be feeling. And we're just going to tell them very pleased. Now go out and give them some more. We're going to go back to the press now. We're really going to run them around. And hopefully they'll make more mistakes. And we will really bury them in this game. Send out a message to Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. We're right behind you. And although it is a throw to Sunderland, and this sometimes happens in FM, that teams do come back into the game if you don't change anything. And Sunderland are looking to play it down the left, and they're looking for a cross, but there's nobody in the box, and that's headed away quite easily. But back they come. And Rogers, I think his mother's in the crowd, so he did a little save there for the camera, and that's one for the scrapbook for Rogers' mum. As Abraham flies down the left, he's prevented from progressing. Lewis gives it back to Abraham. He looks to run down the left, but instead flies over a ball into the middle. McNeil drives into the box, and he has scored. It's another one for Newport. It's Newport 4, Sunderland 0. Game over. we are in the playoffs. I am so delighted for this young team who've come together this season. It was a freak goal, really. He found himself in space and just hit it, and it was beautifully placed, and the goalkeeper had no chance. I think now, as we are so comfortably in front, we're going to come off the press. We're going to just slow things down a little bit, take our time, pass it around. They are a man down, and that's all we need to do. Just pass it around, tire them out, and who knows, more goals will come. As Weir finds Lewis, who is playing very well out there on the left, and Duzak's also had a very good game. And that's a ball, and Abraham had a chance to make it 5, but the bounce just beat him a little bit and he couldn't get over it. But hey, who cares? 4-0, we're going to take that. We'll make some substitutions here, and we are still in second. Bournemouth are still losing. I'm just trying to find the Huddersfield result. Huddersfield are being defeated at Reading by 3-2. Everything is going our way, which is a change for Football Manager. And at full time, it's Newport 4, Sunderland 0. We are in the playoffs. What a fantastic feeling. I didn't believe this could happen. If we just look for the Huddersfield result, Reading have beaten them by 4-2. We have jumped one place above Bournemouth, and it's clear now that Huddersfield can't catch us. I'm sure that we'll get an email to confirm that we have been qualified for the playoffs, and yep, there it is. Teams secure playoff spots. Newport and Bournemouth have been guaranteed a playoff spot, and Newport have guaranteed themselves a playoff spot. Nobody expected us to finish second. We were 23rd in the predictions. It's all happened as a result of these 7 victories in a row, a remarkable run for this young team. And who knows what will happen now. We must keep pushing and looking for an automatic promotion spot. It worries me a lot, though, if we do get into the Premier League. That will be a different kettle of fish if that happens. I'm just happy, though, to be in the playoffs. So that's it for this video. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the last couple of games of the season. It might be close, it might not be. But we are certainly coming back for the playoffs. It may be that we'll just come back for the playoffs alone if things don't work out in our final 4 fixtures. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, watch, like and comment, and help us to grow and help us to support research into chronic heart disease. And all that remains to be said now is we will see you in the next episode.